I met Louise at the laundromat, early autumn, late evening. Inside, it was hotter than hell, dryers churning, the sound of strangers not meeting each other's eyes. Louise stood watching as I folded towels. I saw her from the corner of my eye. Finally, she said to me, "You got a system down." I said, "I've been alive a while." She cracked half a smile. She was shorter than me, bare feet in cheap slides, had a good crop of witchy white hairs on her chin, hadn't bothered with a bra. She's sick of being visible, I thought. At some point, you got to quit with that shit. "You new round here?" she asked. "About a month," I said. "Didn't think I'd seen you. Where you stay at?" I nodded north, up the road. In that nod, she saw every falling down cottage, every cheap apartment, every broken blind, every forwarding address, every time somebody asked our zip code and we didn't know. Wherever it was, we'd stashed ourselves this time, however far from whatever reason we'd had to leave, whatever place we'd left. "I've been here 35 years, she announced. I built my house myself." I stopped folding, glanced at her. She looked at me like she knew something. I leaned against the table and folded my arms. "I'm listening," I said. Louise told me a story. "I was in the trades," she said, "construction, all the way back in the 70s as a woman, but I knew what I was doing and I was too good to get rid of, so they kept me on. Best they could do was make my life hell." She looked past me toward the door. "You waiting on anybody?" she asked me. "No," I said. "Guy back there been watching you," she said. "I know," I said. "Red Pontiac, Texas plates." She went on. "I come here from Florida," she said. "Georgia before that. Got knocked up, raped at a party, kicked out the house. My mama wasn't having none of that. I was just 15. Gave the baby up right when I had her. They took her off me and let me go that day. I didn't have no money for a hospital. Went back to the place I was staying at. I was just going to rest a little, from having a baby. I was real tired. But here comes this man wanting something." She said, "I ran. I got myself across the Florida Georgia line that night and had a job the next day. Walked right into a topless bar, asked for the manager. I said to him, 'I'm only 16, but I had a baby yesterday and I got tits in the next week.' I got the job on the spot. I knew I couldn't stay long. He'd find me pretty quick. I hadn't gotten far. So I've hitched my way west, got my job with the crew, saved my money, built my house, made it 5 whole years before he tracked me down. Then one day, here he comes, marching up the steps like he got invited in. So what do?" Louise said. "I get the baseball bat I got in the kitchen, open the door with the bat in my right hand, and I said, 'Hello.' He grabs me by the throat. He picks me up clean off my feet. You ever been airborne? It's almost as if the human jaw is built for it. A throat, a hand, a jaw, they fit together just right. The distance between one body and another closes in less than an instant. There's no time to glance back. The chasm is cleared. The distance from past tense to present, from then to now, leapt in a single bound. That hand grabs the throat and the jaw is right there, like a handle. Almost a perfect fit. It's easy. It's weightless. The body is just the right size. The jaw is right where it ought to be for picking you up with one hand by the handle, like a little teapot or a woman or a child's toy." Louise said, "So I put the pistol I had in my left hand up under his chin." I laughed and I said, "That fool boy left both your hands free." Louise laughed back. She said, "Can you believe it? That fool boy left both my hands free." "I didn't shoot him, of course," she said. "Just told him not to come back. Been 30 years now, and he sure as shit ain't come back." I locked eyes with the man in the doorway and said, "I bet." "What are you doing up here anyway?" Louise asked me. "Long story," I said. Thanks.